Good Friday evening on this 30th of January, and as Human Trafficking Awareness Month ends, the focus turns to the prevalence of sex for sale surrounding the Super Bowl. An Atlanta ad agency with a group called Shared Hope International creatively spreads the word that children aren't playthings. Watch this. Nancy Winston is Senior Director at Shared Hope International. This is a Virginia-based organization that's countering the trafficking, sex trafficking. So you put a person in a box that looks like a toy, but it's the size of a person. What message are you sending?
Well, it's clear what message we're sending. It's written right on the box. It says, kids are not playthings. Children are not playthings. And the message we're trying to send is that sex trafficking of children has got to stop. That's the message.
In seeing that video that you produced for the 2013 conference here in D.C., I was amazed to see the reaction of people. There's a camera in the box that sees what they're looking at. What kind of impact is this having?
It's had a tremendous impact because not everyone responds to stories, the real stories and accounts of sex trafficking, or even the stories of victims of sex trafficking. Some people respond better to art and to something that visually slaps you in the face, and that definitely did. We were very careful to get a model for that was over 18 because we ourselves didn't want to be victimizing anybody too, but it turned out to be very impactful for everyone that attended the conference and people just on the street.
The Super Bowl and other big sports events are just prime for this human trafficking. How bad is this problem?
Well, all estimates say at least 100,000 kids, U.S. citizens or legal permanent residents, not foreigners, that are subject to commercial sexual exploitation every year, and that's primarily prostitution, pornography, and other forms of sexual exploitation. So it's a big number, and if you compare that to foreign victims brought into the United States, which is probably somewhere around 20,000, we realize we have a very huge problem with our own youth in this country.
And they're all human beings. They're God's children.
They are God's
children. So Phoenix is trying to stem this before the Super Bowl starts. We're going to look at some of the public service announcements that they're running. Do you think that awareness is growing since past Super Bowls to this problem?
It definitely is. The Super Bowl is a big event that draws attention all around the country and draws attention to this issue, especially right on the heels of National Human Trafficking Month in January. And it's certainly not the only place that these kinds of crimes take place, but it's a big awareness opportunity for all kinds of sporting events and conventions that draw men there, that mostly men, that think they can use children for sex, that it's a victimless crime.
Well, this is a very creative approach, and I know that people are taking notice, and I hope that it has the desired effect. We appreciate the good work you're doing. Nancy Winston with Shared Hope International. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.